Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3. First question. Have we died on this bridge before? Because I mean there's that guy, but I feel like I always outrun him. Maybe one time I tried to fight him and died. Second question. Uh Co-written by PewDiePie. Did PewDiePie die on the bridge in that, in that one clip? You know the clip. Did he? I don't remember. I know his friend died, and that's kind of why clip is why the clip is such a stupid reason too. I just can't believe it. Of all the things that like nearly jeopardize your career, it's because his friend got permanently killed in PUBG. I mean, it's just like, come on, come on. Anyway, so that was my second question. Third question, um, isn't it weird that like it's still not we're still not at the point where like somebody born in the 21st century can be your boss? Like, I mean, think about it. It's 2020. Well, you son of a gun. Why you always follow me? Yeah, go on. Like, it's 2020, right? So think about it. Your boss at most is gonna be 20 years old. Not not old enough, I think. Maybe it's, maybe it's you're coming back. Oh my God. I can't do my Google search, you son of a die. Okay, 21st century bosses, I guess. I don't know. It's that's a book series, huh? CEO. Huh. Maybe it's a CEO born in 2000. Um, famous people born in 2000. Okay, all of these are just TikTokers and Twitch stars, YouTube star. There's like two pop singers and two TV actors and an Instagram star. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think there's like any CEO. I mean, I'm kind of aiming a little higher than I said I would because I said bosses is just like, oh, it's, he owns the business. But CEO is kind of like a little bit higher, I suppose. But still, it's kind of weird that even though it's 2020, there's still nobody from the 21st century that's going to be your boss. Born in the 21st century. Anyway, that was just a little thought that I had. Moving on, probably going to Pontiff first. Let me go. Uh, excuse me. Sorry, I desperately had to pass gas through the mouth. It's kind of weird, right? You pass gas through both orifices. I I just had a very disturbing thought. What if you passed gas through the same orifice that you uh excrete fluid? Think about it. I apologize. We don't have to go down there. We don't have to go down that path. It was just a little thought that I kind of regret having. We don't have to. Moving on. Uh, really, what I came into this episode thinking about was cereal because just earlier, like yesterday, uh, the topic of Lucky Charms came up, and I mean, apparently it was kind of like a hot take. I don't even think that Lucky Charms is like a C tier cereal. It's just like I think the majority of the cereal, the non-marshmallow stuff, or non whatever, it's just like blocks of sugar. Isn't it all blocks of sugar? Uh, the non-sugar stuff is like worse quality than like cornflakes, worse taste than, non-flavored Cheerios, non-honeyed. Oh, we're here. 1v1 me. We've done it. We've done it. Okay. It's huge. We're gonna take this one step at a time. I can't afford to be stuck here like I was last time. And if that's gonna cost me a lot of time, so be it. So, yeah, Lucky Charms kinda, maybe not great. Well, definitely not great. The dog just kind of spawned on top of me. That's sick. There's one more dog. Be cool. We're good. It's fine. We've gotten the menaces out of the way. Cause the main cereal just sucks. And also like the sugar stuff is not great. Especially like with milk. I don't think it's really enhanced. I think most people actually just prefer to only pick out the marshmallow stuff. This we're talking like very young age. And I don't know when you could probably get this stuff for very cheap at school or whatever. You would just pick that cereal so you can open it up and then just cherry pick the little sugar part and bob your uncle. And you just eat the sugar, toss out the bad cereal, which is the main part. It's probably a little good for you, just a little. And really that's just a sign of bad cereal. The main reason you're even putting it at a C tier is because you Uh-oh. Alright, don't do it. Don't do it. This is your hubris. I'm actually surprised I didn't even get that close to killing you. Dude. Dude. Okay, there's a second one. Don't worry about him. He can't even fight you. He can't even fight you. He sucks. He's actually bad. We're good. We're good. Just a little fear. There's a reason why I usually skip fighting them, but I don't know. Today was a different day, and I realized it shouldn't be a different day. But I digress. The marshmallow should not carry it to even C tier when it's obviously like a D to F tier cereal. The marshmallow can maybe carry from F to D, but the cereal itself is like so bland, so uninspired. And I mean, let's just start sweeping the board on cereals. Cornflakes, I kind of like them, and if you've been on the internet for a little while, then you're probably gonna be like, oh, do you know the story about cornflakes? Is this about it's people, and I mean, if you don't know the story, then I'm sorry, I can't even reference it. But if you do, then it's like, I mean, it's still like cornflakes is probably it might be C tier because it tastes not my best move. It tastes, I guess, pretty good, but if it sits, ouch, in milk for like, oh my, get me out, get me out. Uh, if it sits in milk for like 5 minutes, it goes from like a cereal to a very soggy paper. Like you just put a little bit of paper towel outside in the rain, then sunk it in a puddle after the rain was done, and then you try to bite into it. And, and it's just like the texture sucks, the taste is gone, basically. The cereal is not that great, but I do kind of like it. But just the 5 minutes before is pretty good during that time, I would say. Missed. Can't see. I gotta make sure that I save my weapon art for the second phase. That could be useful. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Jab? Oh, that's worse. I can get away with one of these. Cheerios, gonna be honest. The healthy Cheerios, not bad. I think those have a longer lasting effect. Personally, like a little taste worse, but uh, it makes up for it by lasting more than 5 minutes compared to the cornflakes. And then the honey, honestly, at minimum B tier, might actually raise it compared to how the other cereals do. That hurts. Because, I mean, Cheerios, honestly, it kind of surprises me, but they do taste pretty good. The honey Cheerios. And, I mean, I should have answered this question a long time ago. What kind of cereal do I like? Uh, Pretty simply, I don't know. I just don't know. Because what the better question, I guess, for me is like, what cereal do I eat? I eat uh what's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I almost said Honey Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I don't like it. I eat it, but I would put it like C to B tier, kind of in that mid range, that little border, kind of resting on that border there. Because I think it tastes good at what it's supposed to be, but what it's supposed to be just doesn't taste very good. Still, it's better than a lot of cereals, in my opinion. Probably sip. Oh, dude, we're doing pretty good. That's what happens when you say those kinds of things. Where are you going? Is okay. We're about to pop. We're good. You're gonna backstep. You do one of these numbers. There's not a lot of damage. I will note that I'm pretty sure the Phantom version is like immune to dark damage. It's too far away, brother. Uh-oh. Hate being in this spot. I can't even see what's happening. Alright, that's not a good sign. Howdy. You guys gonna do anything? Oh, oh no. Death. Yep, alright. What can you do? I was about to roll away from it anyway, so that would have been the wrong move. Oops. So be it. So be it. Let me start looking up some cereals. By the way, maybe after the mainstream cereals, I gotta talk about some of the cursed cereal products. The kind of cereal products that last like I don't know, a year, and then they stop making them. Less than a year, maybe like 4 months, and it's like, well, that's not selling at all. So I mean, Rice Krispie cereals. I don't think I've ever had them, but just like the Rice Krispie, what do you even call them? Snacks, I guess. I hate them. It's just like the stickiness that gets stuck on your fingers. I hate it. That's foolish. Uh, it doesn't even taste that good. It's passable. I would eat it if you gave me it. Well, if you if you gave me it, I would probably pass. But if I had to eat it, probably would. I don't know. It's probably like at the bottom of the tier list for me. Just the snack version. The cereal itself, I have no idea. Foolish. Pop. No. Stop. He's gonna change phases right now. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think I've had that many other cereals. Just in general, I might prefer to avoid them. I tried to roll through both of them. That's not fair. We're good. That was a great fight. At least the second phase was fantastic. Twigs? I think I remember them suffering from the same cornflake ordeal. The 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 sogginess just kind of ruins it all. Does the word sogginess make you uncomfortable? Because I know there's some people like, moist. But then like sogginess is kind of in the same category and also like equally uncomfortable. I mean, to me, it's a little more uncomfortable, but I don't know. So tricks, I don't even remember them that much. Aren't and then there's like this whole category. I think Fruit Loops is where we can branch off to the rejected cereals. Or hold on, I should reference these two actually. There's Cocoa Puffs. Wow, it turns the milk into chocolate, dude. It tastes the same. The milk tastes the exact same. It's a scam. But I do kind of like the cereal just a little bit. It's a little too chocolatey. I'm kind of like disliking chocolate more and more as time goes on. I do like, chocolate standalone, but chocolate flavors just suck. And there's Frosted Flakes. I actually kind of like Frosted Flakes. I don't have them very often, but I honestly should consider them. They seem pretty solid. They are great. There's a tiger. That's everything positive. And I guess that's all of the cereals that I've ever had, you know? Which only covers like half, maybe even less of the mainstream ones, but whatever. Then now we can go back to both Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks. First of all, are they the exact same thing? Like the only difference in my speculation is the colors. One of them's got different colors for all the fruits, and the other one's got one for apple and one for Jack. Not even because it's just like what Apple Jacks is green and orange, orangish brown, brownish orange. I don't know, and like a weird powdered light green. And then Fruit Loops is just five different colors, but they look the same in the shape. I doubt they taste very different. I don't really think they taste the colors even decide how they taste. Anyway, moving on. The reason why I'm picking Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks, which coincidentally are kind of very similar, is because like every like there's a lot of cereals that are strictly uh-oh that are strictly just Fruit Loops, but the colors are slightly different and there's a different mascot. And let me give you an example. A cereal available only limited during 2019. Let me see if I can just real quick do this. It doesn't work. All right. You know what? I'll do it after the fight. It's convenient. Mighty convenient. There's the Baby Shark cereal. There's a Baby Shark cereal. You can look it up. I have the image here with me. I will show it off after the fight if you have the patience. But like it's just it looks exactly like Fruit Loops in the shape of the cereal, but we got him. Let me pull this up real quick. There you go. The Baby Shark do. Incredible. Limited edition. Look, it's the exact same shape, but I don't know, there's like these weird little dots which I won't compare them to any STD because we're on YouTube and YouTube is family friendly. What's an STD, Mom? Moving on, Baby Shark do. Let's hide that for a second. It it's it looks exactly like a Fruit Loop, right? The only difference is, first of all, I guess I'll pull it up a second because I didn't show off with marshmallows, and you can kind of see them in there. That's the only difference. And I mean, it's quite a cheap way of going about things, obviously. Let's move on to Distant Manor. Let me show you another one available only during 2019. If the camera would stop spinning. Look at this. The Elf on the Shelf. Believe it or not, featuring marshmallows, featuring a new mascot. It's got the exact same shapes. It's also got stars, I don't really know, but it's got the same shapes. And it's just got like basically the exact same colors as Apple Jacks, just a slightly stronger green. And the orange is now more red, just because, it's Christmas. Mind you, the brand is the same. It's the same brand. Wow. Official North Pole cereal. Wow, incredible. Don't you have to do you have to take that up with like a department in the United States? It's probably illegal. I hope they know that. And in case you needed another example of like the exact same thing, this one's a little closer to home. Ryan's World cereal. It's the same, just circles. They're not even like changing things up at all. Ryan's World, please don't sue me. Ryan's Toy Review, among the biggest channels on YouTube. At least there's no marshmallows, but limited edition. Because I know, well, we know that it won't sell for much longer. It's only about the mascot, basically. It's just about selling the mascot. Uh, and I mean, that's it. They're just like ripping off the same cereal type, but like, hey, the box art is different, so please buy it. And I mean, it works, especially because it's limited edition. So they really are just guaranteed to make a profit. It's like, hey, it's only around for this amount of time, and then we don't spend much more money, but people are gonna only buy it during its release time. Especially with Ryan's World is obviously gonna push it, gonna shell out his cereal. It's incredible. And then you might have already heard of Sour Patch Kids cereal. If you haven't, yes, it's a real thing. It's cursed. It did not sell well. I mean, it's I think it's literally just like miniature Sour Patch Kids that they just put in a box. I don't think anything changes. I don't think they even like cheap out at all. It's still just like um sour and gummy. Maybe it's not gummy. Maybe it's just crunchy now, but it's still sour and crunchy. It's just not a good combination of the texture and the taste. And I can't imagine that they're still sweet if they're not gummy, so I wonder. And I mean, the box art still says, hey, first they're sour, then they're sweet, so I imagine. Is it gummy? I don't know. They don't sell it anymore, so I'm never gonna find out. Too bad. Way too bad. Makes me sad. Please open. Please let me through. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, 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 yeah. At least, I mean, think about Sour Patch Kids cereal. There's nobody to shill it, so you have to like advertise for that stuff. And I think I did see a brief moment of advertising for that. But more importantly, ouch, that doesn't happen too often. More importantly is like, it sold well only by like people that are reviewing it. People on the internet, they're like, hey, here's my article or my video reviewing it. Oh, yep, it sucks. It's just god awful. And then, some people saw it. Some people were like, financially in a good place and tried it for themselves. But everybody eventually realized that's just a horrible idea. But at least, they tried something new. That's gonna be it for the episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. I truly appreciate it. Makes me happy. You don't have to believe me. I believe me. Can I just hop out of this window? That would be tragic. Also, please subscribe. No, that's about it. You know, I could be kind of like, hey, what's your favorite cereal? Comment down below. But if I do that, I have to be ironic, so that I don't seem so generic as a YouTuber. Anyway, we surpassed 30 minutes, so I'm gonna end the episode. Comment, do it, comment, do it, do it, do it.